If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the video. Wait, I'm out of coffee. I'll be right back. Just one second. Let me get some more coffee. There we go. I'm out of coffee. I'll be right back. Just one second. Let me get some more coffee. There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's not the last video in the series at all. You know how Peter McKinnon is like, oh, like, I'm a coffee connoisseur and stuff like that, and he's got this certain pick and a special coffee and all that stuff. I am not that person. I'm not that picky on my coffee. Unless there's something like really wows me out, but most of the time I'm not that picky on my coffee. Right now I'm drinking a coffee. It's called Blacker. It's BB something, but it means like oh, Beyond Black. Yeah, Beyond Black. By like some. It was. Let me get on with what I was saying, and let's not get distracted on a whole coffee ramble. Okay, let's start rambling, ramblers. Okay, we are talking about hidden gems on Amazon Prime Video because of the fact of if you have Amazon, if you buy stuff off Amazon and you want it sent faster, then you get Amazon Prime, and that's got some deals on it, but it also has videos on it. It's a streaming video thing as well, so you can get Amazon Prime Video. I don't know if you can get Amazon. I don't know. Amazon Prime and Amazon Prime Video, I believe, is the same thing. It's all like it's a bundle packet. I don't know. Anyways, there's movies on there. Let me go ahead and tell you about some of these hidden gems. As I have many to go through, many to watch. I've watched a few, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you about these videos there. Okay. Sunshine Cleaning is on Amazon Prime. If you have not seen the Prime Video, if you've not seen Sunshine Cleaning, it's a dark comedy. Well, I don't know if you'd say it's a comedy drama. At some point, there was a dramedies that were coming out, and Sunshine Cleaning is one of those. These two girls basically are running a cleaning service that's called Sunshine Cleaning, and they clean up after homicides. They're like crime scenes. They clean up crime scenes and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's on. I want to say it's. Oh man, it's Emily Blunt and Amy Adams, I believe. I believe it's Amy Adams. Yes, Amy Adams. Let's roll with it's Amy Adams. If I'm incorrect, we'll just have a little blip across my mouth that just says incorrect. Unless it said correct, then I was right. Okay. Also, Peacemaker. The Peacemaker with George Clooney and Nicole Kidman is also on Prime Video. If you have not seen this movie, it's a pretty solid action movie in the vein of kind of like a Tom Clancy type deal, Patriot games and stuff like that. It was actually, if you did not know, fun fact, the first movie from DreamWorks, if I'm not mistaken. My mom used to work for a shipping company called Airborne Express, and they did the shipping for the promotional stuff, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, for the Peacemaker. But yeah, George Clooney is a military guy, and Nicole Kidman is kind of like a CIA analyst. I don't know if she's CIA. She's that kind of persona in there. So they're going back and forth trying to stop terrorists. Pretty solid action movie. All right. Also, The Mexican is on Prime Video. It's Julia Roberts, Brad Pitt. It's an odd movie. It's one of those things where I was like, I wasn't gonna write it down. I was like, but I went ahead and wrote it down because of the fact that it's unique. It's quite a unique movie. The Pistol is awesome, and I think The Pistol should go on a list of awesome guns from movies. I'm going to say if there was a list of guns, like fictional guns from movies, the Mexican's pistol should probably be one. And then also that then the the gun from Eraser would be one too, and then there would also probably be the gun from oh man, Robert De Niro. Showtime. Eddie Murphy, Robert De Niro. Showtime had a fictional gun that was pretty awesome as well. Anyways, I'm getting way off subject. Bam! When ADD attacks. It's an interesting watch. It's kind of like a romantic. It's pretty much a romantic comedy. If you like romantic comedies, you can go ahead and give that a check out. I think. Oh, it's not Tom Sizemore. James Gandolfini is in there as well as quite an interesting character. But let's move on. Also, Death at a Funeral is on Prime Video. If you haven't seen Death at a Funeral, it's pretty good. It's the Americanized version of a British film, helmed by Chris Rock, if I'm not mistaken. He helped in a big part in making that become a film. But it's basically these two brothers are at they're conducting their dad's funeral, and during the dad's funeral, his dad's lover, male lover, which they didn't know he had such a thing, comes into play, and then all this other stuff going on. I think Peter Dinklage is in there, who was actually in the original British version, and just craziness. I think there's another guy that accidentally did drugs at one point. I think he thought it was aspirin or something or another, and then he ends up butt naked on top of the house. And I don't know if he jumps off, but yeah, it's just one of those things where you see all these people in this one place, and then all this chaos starts spinning and then spinning until it spins out of control and stuff like that. Fun movie, very good. Martin Lawrence, Chris Rock, yeah, worth a watch. Stephen King's Thinner is on Prime Video. If you have not seen Thinner, if you don't know what Thinner is, it's basically this guy runs over. I'm not going to go into details on how he runs over. This is definitely not for kids. It's definitely not for the whole family. But basically, he runs down an old gypsy lady, and then the gypsy lady's daughter puts a curse on him that makes him thinner. He's a fat man, and so he's like, oh, awesome, it's awesome. I'm losing weight. I'm not even doing anything, and I'm losing weight. And then, of course, it starts getting to a point where there's dangerous, where he's going to become thin until he dies. And then he's trying to find a way how to undo that and stuff like that. Well done movie. Twists and turns, definitely a Stephen King film, so yeah. A kind of a smaller one, not like a big production like The Mist or anything like that, but good creepy movie. Also, The Chase is on Prime Video. If you haven't seen The Chase, it is Charlie Sheen and Christy Swanson. This movie where it's a car chase is going on, and during the car, it's one of those things where it's in this car the entire time. It's very entertaining for one of those films, like Red Eye was one of those films where it's like the entire thing is taking place on this plane, whereas Turbulence would be another one where it's all on this plane. And I don't know why in the world I'm not being able to think of a movie where they're in a car the entire time, but there's movies like that. And this is a comedy. It surprisingly enough has two members of the Red Hot Chili Peppers that are in it. I want to say Anthony, I don't know his name, and Flea are in there, making cameos, and just fun old, just chase movie, just comedy and stuff like that. Yeah, but watch if you're in the movie for a comedy movie. Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't say it's not slapstick. It's not Charlie Sheen and Hot Shots or anything like that. But it is fun. It is a fun movie. Speaking of slapstick fun movies, Spaceballs. Spaceballs is on Prime Video. If you have not seen Spaceballs, no, stop what you're doing now. Go get Amazon Prime Video and watch Spaceballs. If you have not seen it yet, no, Spaceballs is very funny. I mean, it's one of those things like there was a movie called Epic Movie, and when I saw Epic Movie, it was the first time I found out that a spoof movie could not be funny. Because I was like, there is no way a spoof movie could not be funny. And then I saw Epic Movie, and it was that. It was not funny at all. Because of the fact that I had been peppered with Police Story and Spaceballs and all the Mel Brooks spoofs, where these spoof movies are so good. And so when I saw Epic Film, or Epic Movie or whatever, it really lowered my expectations on humanity. But I was like, oh, what? But anyways, Spaceballs is fantastic. They're kind of like spoof on Star Wars, but so original and enjoyable. Like the way that they go with it is just this offbeat throw, just hysterical classic film with some great lines in there. What's all this churning and bubbling? How am I going to see the radar? That's not the radar, sir. That's a coffee machine. I knew that. I always have a coffee when I look at the radar. Where is it? Great stuff. Yeah. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. Also, am I running out of time? Crap, I'm sorry. I take up the time just flies when you're rambling on. I'm just going to go ahead and have two more real quick. Hackers with Angelina Jolie and whoever the world that British guy is. Also, Matthew Lillard in there is a serial killer. Of all the things I've lost, I miss my mind the most, was his Aussie quote that he put on the board. Fantastic movie from way back when. Such an interesting... And the bad guy, oh my goodness. The bad guy on Hackers is the Indian man on Johnny Five, Short Circuit? An odd choice, but speaking of that, in there, for some reason they got me thinking about Stuber. Stuber, have you seen the previews for Stuber with David Bautista is coming out? Or has it came out yet? I don't know. I want to see that. That looks good. Anyways, he was also one of the bumbling idiots on the Mario Brothers movie, the bad guy on Hackers. But yeah, Hackers was such an interesting way to show hacking made look so way more entertaining than it would be in real life, or than it is in real life. Anyways, yeah, going on. The Great Escape is also on there. If you haven't seen The Great Escape, that's good. What's the guy's name? He was in The Blob. I can't think of the guy's name, but he was in The Blob, and he was in Bullet and stuff like that. I'm running out of time, so I'm kind of like rushing myself. If you like this video, go ahead and hit a thumbs up. I do a video like this once a week on Wednesdays, and then I also do a vlog of my life on Saturdays. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, subscribe. If you hit the like button also. If you don't like this, go ahead and hit the dislike button. Hopefully I've given you a cavalcade of movie ideas to watch if you're looking for a film to watch on Amazon Prime. Thank you for listening to me ramble and stuff like that. Y'all are awesome. Best day and best wishes to you and yours. Later, homies.